If you're on at home with us, thanks for hopping in. We will get started here with our normal warm-up problems. So everybody that's at school, if you could switch over to Notability and get going on our warm-up problems. I know that first black problem looks really scary, but guess what? Even though the numbers get bigger, we do the same exact thing. Yep. I promise you it's no harder than all the other math or addition problems we've done. The bottom black problem says draw blocks for 374. Remember the big square is for 100s. Okay. Then there's two alligator mouth problems. Just make sure you use an odd number on the odd side and an even number in the even box. Pay attention to which way the alligator mouth is facing. And then the mystery number, it tells you how many tens, how many hundreds, and how many ones it's got. So you have to put them in the right order. For everybody at home, I was planning on exploring using the chat over on the side, but it looks like we cannot access that. The students don't have access to YouTube enough to do the chat. Pretty sure I know why they decided not to include that, but we'll make do. If you're struggling to write the big addition problem, just make sure you put your dotted lines in there so you can keep everything in order. Might also help to write that big problem if you use two colors. You can do all your dots with one color and then write the numbers in with another color so they don't get mixed up. Break that. just another minute or two. If you're at home and you need to pause for more time, just hit pause. For the mystery number, no, you don't have to write out any of the words. You can just give me the number. If you want to go back and look at it. Let's do one more minute. If you're stuck on one, try to do another quick one. We will get started. If you need to pause the video and catch up later, go ahead and pause. Alrighty, even if you didn't have all the time to finish, that's okay. Everybody had most of them done. Can I get fingers off of iPads so I know you're listening and watching? Yep, if you need to scroll over to see a problem, that's okay, but I don't want to see you doing anything, Peyton. Thank you. All right, let's start on the blue side today. So I need an even number, and my alligator mouth is facing this way. So is the even number or the odd number going to be bigger? Which one's bigger, Hannah? Odd number. So which one did you use for the odd number?
I used
7. 7. Okay. There's not a lot of choices. What would be an even number smaller than 7, Amelie? 0 works. I'll take it. Okay. And then down here, the alligator mouth is facing that way. So does the odd number need to be bigger or smaller, Ellery? Smaller. And what'd you use? 3. She went really teeny tiny. That's okay. That's still right. Could have had a lot of answers there, but those definitely work. And then down to our mystery number. So they have 0 10s, 8 100s, and 3 1s. Is that my answer right there? What's wrong with it, Braxton? Yeah, the hundreds need to go first. So I'm going to take this 8 over to that first spot. So there's my hundreds. Then what comes next? The ones or tens, Amelie? The tens. Okay. Since it's 0, can I just skip it?
No, you got to put it.
Oh, we have to have a number there. Okay. And then my ones go at the end. If I skip this 0, okay, if I skip those tens, then it would just be this. That's 83, okay? 803 is way different than 83, okay? Now, what if there were 0 hundreds, okay? Look at this one. Do I have to write the 0 on that one? No, okay? Because if there's 0 hundreds, do I need to include them? Do I need to walk around and say that I have 0 millions every time I say a number? No, if there's not anything there, then we don't need to do it. Okay? Another way to think about that, okay? Are there any thousands here? So do I need to draw 0,000 blocks? I can't draw 0 blocks. It's just nothing. Okay? So we only have to do zeros in the middle. But let's look at 374 for blocks. Okay? So I know that my big blocks, okay, my big squares, those are for hundreds. How many do I need? Anna?
3.
3. Okay. If you need to take a math problem break, take a math problem break. I'll come help you in a minute. And then what do the tens look like? How do I draw those? How do I draw blocks for the tens, Raxon? Yeah, setting up rectangle, I usually call them sticks. Okay. How many sticks do I need for this one, Peyton? Go ahead. 7. Okay. As the sticks go for tens, and that 7's in the tens place. Okay. And then what do I need to finish this, Hannah?
4 little tiny blocks.
4 little cubies.
1.
Those each count as 1, and I need 4 of them. Okay. Make sure that your 100 is way bigger than your ones. And then let's finish it off with this big, scary looking problem. Can you do 6 plus 1? Yeah, what is it? 7. Can you do 2 plus 9?
Yes.
Or 2 plus 7? Yeah, it's 9. Giving you guys answers for free. Eli, what's 4 plus 5? 9. What's 5 plus 0, Lydia? What's 3 plus 6, Isaac? 9. And then 5 plus 2 to finish it off, Peyton? 7. So even though the answer was 795,997, could you still do that problem? And was it pretty easy? Okay. As long as you keep your stacks in order with these lines, it makes it really easy. Okay? If you didn't have your lines, it'd be really easy for these numbers to kind of scoot to the side, and then it just becomes a big jumbled up mess. Okay, you want to keep them in order. They got to be stacked right on top of each other. Think if you are building a tower of blocks, if you put them off to the side a little bit, it's going to fall over. Okay? We need to make sure that it's straight up and down. You have a question, Emily? No.
It's because kind of when the middle line goes from the 4 and separates the 5, it kind of looks like only 2 stack problems with 3 numbers.
Yeah, those lines help you split it up any way you need to. Okay. And once we learn one trick here in a couple weeks, you guys will be able to do any addition problem ever. We're not there yet. There's one trick we got to work on, but you guys are getting pretty close. All right, are there any questions on anything that we just did? All right, well, let's scroll down or erase, whatever you like to do. One thing we're going to talk about today, okay, we've been talking about different ways to make numbers. Okay, today we're going to look at some funky ways to make numbers. Okay, ways that aren't as easy as, they're not really hard, but they don't make as much sense as the way we've been doing it. Okay, so I want to take a look at, let's start low. Let's do 13. Okay, if I look at 13, okay, how many 10s do I have? Hannah? I've got 1 10. And then how many 1s do I have? 3. Okay. Is that the only way I can make 13? If I come through here and I change this to 0 10s and 13 1s, does that still make 13?
Yeah.
Okay. So if I have stick and then 3 cubes, and then if I just draw 13 cubes, those are worth the same amount, because if I circle this stick and I circle these 10 cubes, okay, those are the same exact amount. So it doesn't matter which way I do it. Okay. Normally, we would think of it as having 1 10 and 3 1s. But there are some times where it would be nice to think about it as 13 1s. Okay. It just depends on how you want to use the number. Okay. That's the beautiful thing about math. Numbers can change any way you want them to. If it would be easy to have 13 1s, then have 13 1s. Okay? If you're doing a problem and you want to add 13 to something like that, do it like that. If it makes sense to count up all your 10s and then do the 1s, say you have 1 10 and then 3 1s. Okay? Whatever's going to make figuring out the next number easier. Okay? So we found 2 ways to write 13. Okay? If I give you guys, let's do 25. Okay. I'm going to think these are my 10s and these are my 1s. That's not how we spell 1. If I make this little chart here, what's one way I can say 25? How many 10s and 1s? What's the easy way? What's the first way you would think of? How many 10s? There's 10 10s and 25? What? 2. Okay. And then how many 1s? Excellent. 5. Okay. Think about what we just did. What's another way I could make 25? I could do 0 10s and 25 1s. And then I'm actually going to take this and move it down. Hopefully that'll help you guys see what we're going for here. Is there another way that I can make 25? What if I had 1 10? How many 1s are left? Okay. There's more than 1. If I split 25, if I split it apart into 2 numbers, what if I did 10? It'd be 10 and what? 15.
Oh.
Okay. So this one, there was 3 ways to make this number. Okay. What we need to work on is figuring out how we can split apart these numbers. Okay, different ways to show them. One way that might be a little easier is to think about it with our blocks. Okay? So I hope you guys have your drawing fingers ready, because we're about to draw a lot of blocks.
Oh, geez.
So I want you guys to try to draw this one with me, okay? We'll keep our same chart as before. So if you want to draw a big T, we'll put 10s on one side, and then we'll put 1s on the other side. If I gave you 34, okay, and let's go with the blocks this time. Okay, here? Actually, let's erase that. That'll be confusing. Okay. Let's just draw boxes. Okay. So we'll do the easy one together up here. So if I want to make 34, what's the easy way to make 34 with blocks? Okay, then the normal way. If I move my fingers like this, normal way. Hannah?
Just by putting 3 tens,
3 sticks,
4, 1,
and 4 ones. Okay. All right. What's another way that I could draw the blocks? Since I know this is going to take a lot of drawing, I'll walk around and look at your guys' cake because you're going to need to keep drawing. Keep drawing, Hannah. When I see a good way, I'll point it out. And I'll draw it up there myself. Yep, so that was one way to make 34. Remember, think back up here. We said that there are 3 ways to make 25. You could have 1 10 and 15 ones, or 0 10s and 25 ones. Remember I said there'd be a lot of drawing? So we got other ways to make 34. How could you draw 34 with blocks? I'm going to switch to just making dots to make this go a little quicker on my end. But I see Hannah's got a good way. She is just drawing 34 dots. Okay, that's 10. So she's going to put 34 little cubies. That's the same thing as saying 34 ones. That's still 34. What's another way I can make 34 with our base 10 blocks?
This is that the one with things and super long.
I'll help you in a minute, okay. Peyton, what's another way to make it? Well, I've already got that up there. Okay. So we've got 3 10s and 4 1s, and then we've got 0 10s and 34 ones. I think there's 2 more ways we can make this. I'll scroll up to kind of help you out. Okay. You might want to, you might want to look right here. That might give you a hint. That was for 25. How can we split up 34? Okay, Braxton says he wants to try it with 2 10s. Let's do that. Okay, so that's at 20. And then let's see how many ones we can get left. So 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. So that was 2 10s and 14 ones. So here we used 3 10s, and here we used 0 10s, and down here we used 2 10s. What numbers left out there? How many 10s have we not tried yet using? We had 0, 2, and 3. What number are we missing there? we haven't tried 110 yet. Okay. So if I draw my one stick there, and then I come over here and draw all my dots, what I want you guys to remember, okay, this stick right here, okay, this stick is the same as 10 ones. So if I move this over here and turn it sideways, okay, if I split that apart, that's the same thing as having 10 of those dots. Okay. So if I had 2 10s here, and then I move it down to 1 10, then I just need to draw 10 more dots. Okay. So 10 more ones would be 24 ones. And I know this isn't the easiest thing in the world to see. Today's one of our tough lessons that we're just trying to get through it. If it makes sense to you, it'll make some of your math problems a lot easier. If it doesn't make sense, that's okay too. Like, this is stuff that I don't really expect you to know, but for some of us really smart friends, which is most of you, you might start to see some of these dots connecting. Yeah, sometimes it's easy to see, sometimes it's not. Okay, like this one is a lot easier to see than this one. Okay, it just kind of depends on how your brain works. That's another beautiful thing about math. Nobody can look at one number the same way as you do. How you split it up might be completely different than somebody else. There's a million ways to find the right answer, and it's okay as long as you get there. Let's look at one more thing real quick. This time we are going to use the chart. So I'm going to draw a couple of rectangles here. It's up to you if you want to erase. Okay. If I have 46, okay, let's think back to last week. Remember when we talked about our pinch apart numbers, or we pinched them apart with that plus sign in the middle? Okay. How would I do 46? Okay, remember you can say it really slow. What would I turn 46 into, Amelie? 40 plus 6. 40 and 6. Okay. Now that's the normal way to do it. Okay. What if we tried to do it kind of the same way we were doing these numbers? Okay. I'll give you a hint. The easy way, I could do 0 10s. And then how many would I need in the ones? 46. Okay. I'm going to move this down to the bottom so we can go in order. And we're going to need another box. Okay. So what if so imagine that I was talking to my friend and we wanted to see how much money we had together. Okay. And they have a bunch of $1 bills, but I know that I have a $10 bill. Okay. So we know that we have $46 because we want to buy $46. We want to buy a toy for $46. I know that I have a $10 bill, and then my friend has a bunch of ones. How many ones would get us up to that 46? Yeah, with the 10. 36. Okay. Notice how we just moved down that 10. Okay, we went from 46 down to 36 because this 10, we went up 10 on one side, so we had to go down 10 on the other side. Now, same problem. What if I have a $20 bill and my friend has a bunch of $1 bills? Eli? Thinking? Okay. Yeah, this is a tough one. 10 and 36 is easy to see. Okay. Think about your patterns. We're going up 10 here, and we're going down 10 here. So it would be 10 less than 36. Eli? 26. And then I know there's no such thing as a $30 bill, but let's imagine that there was. If I had a $30 bill and my friend had the rest in ones, how many would he have? Peyton? Yep, so 30 plus whatever would make 46. Okay, think about the pattern on the other side. We went 46, down 10 to 36, down 10 to 26, down 10 to, not 10, 16. And this is just with keeping nice even tens. Okay? There's a million other ways. I could do 45 and 1. I could do lots of different things. But since we're talking about expanded form, we want to focus on keeping whole tens and then ones. Okay. So this is stuff that you guys probably aren't going to use a whole lot right now, but it helps to see how those numbers get made. Okay? So we're going to go ahead and pop over to IXL to work on some problems. But I want you guys to know right now, because I see some scared eyes, the IXL is not going to be this tough, okay? This is just one of those lessons that we talk about to see who it makes sense to, because that helps me know what I can say to help you guys out with your problems. So let's go to Clever. I guess I can just go to my IXL.
So can I. I can just go to my
Just has Clever already logged? All right. And then I need to go to second grade. Yeah, we're gonna go all the way down to M. And we're going to do M8. Okay. These first couple should look nice and easy. Okay. So it says that it has 7 10s and 4 1s. What mystery number is that? 7 10s, 4 1s. Amelie? 74. Or you might get a problem that looks like this, okay? That word right there is 13. Ooh, we did this one when we were practicing. What would 13 be? How many 10s? 1. And then how many 1s? 3. Okay. It's going to ask you to do it the normal way, okay? I know we just worked on doing it the weird ways, but try to do it the normal way for IXL. Okay. Is anybody not sure what to do? That's fine. All right. Well, if we don't have any questions here, then I'll give you guys some quiet work time. Thank you for joining us at home. Like I said, this was a tough lesson, so if it didn't make sense, that's okay. We'll work on it throughout the whole year. Okay, thanks for joining in, though. You guys want to say goodbye?